Well, Dana and I were talking before. I'm in a sweater dress, long sleeve, preparing for the snow. You're in short sleeve and like typical spring, right? Changing
it's a very
weather constantly.
Season.
Yes.
So we had a lot of mixed precip and some rain earlier today, but then we saw some sunshine in the afternoon, and some of our high temps got into the mid-50s because of it. Hence why one of us is in short sleeves and the other in long sleeves. We got to 50 degrees in Portland today, 53 in Lewiston, 53 in Bangor, 50 in Calais, which our average high temperature has now officially reached 50, and that is for Portland. So the rest of the state a little bit cooler, but we'll be getting there soon as we continue to move into the spring season. Earlier today, we had a lot of cloud cover. We were still seeing precip at that time, but once we got into the afternoon, we did start to see some breaks of sunshine, especially through areas of central Maine, but we aren't going to be done with the precipitation just yet. I wanted to give another look at the system bringing some more severe weather to areas down south. See the northern edge here that's a little bit closer to areas of the Great Lakes? That is what we're going to be seeing a little bit of on Monday. And then a system for Tuesday is not related. I'll get into that one in a second. So overnight, we'll continue to see a mixture of clouds and clear skies, but we'll build in more cloud cover in time for the morning. It's going to be a split state forecast for Monday. We're going to have that front right on the edge of the coastline. So areas along southern Maine and along the immediate coastline might see some snow showers and snow flurries early on Monday morning, but a different story for areas inland, likely to see a lot more sunshine than areas of the coast. Therefore, inland temperatures will likely be a bit warmer too, however, much colder than today. High temps tomorrow will struggle to even get out of the 30s for a lot of us. Then we have another system that comes in for Tuesday. This one is also going to be significantly colder, so Tuesday is going to be another cold day, which means we'll be watching for some snow. The rain-snow line is going to be over the ocean, which means we won't have to deal too much in the early morning with mixed precipitation, but we'll have a fair amount of some snow showers move in, especially through areas inland. As we get during the day, the coast will have a harder time staying below freezing, so we'll likely switch over to some mixed precipitation or some plain rain closer to the coast, but especially along that front and where there's going to be a secondary area of low pressure that'll develop right over us. And that's what will give us the bullseye of highest snowfall amounts, but where that low forms is going to be very dependent on where that bullseye sets up. So that's something that we're going to watch for the rest of the day today and into the beginning of next week. I'm going to start working on a snowfall map after the show. Hopefully we'll have that set up by 11, and then updates for Monday and Tuesday as this system approaches. Tuesday night, likely to clear out of areas of southern and western Maine. Still, we'll see some snow showers into the overnight hours on Tuesday for areas of northern Maine. And then still a little bit cold on Wednesday, but we'll have a brief break from the precipitation before we get into Friday. And Friday's forecast has a lot of uncertainty. I don't usually like to see it, but European model for midday on Friday does not really have any precipitation at all. However, the GFS at that point has us in the thick of this storm. So we're going to be watching very closely as this system starts to approach where exactly it'll set up. Regardless, it's likely going to be raining almost the whole day on Saturday. Friday here is going to be the tricky day in the forecast. I think it'll likely be in the middle of these two, where we would see some scattered showers on Friday afternoon, but it wouldn't be raining the entire time. Again, something that we will continue to watch as we get into next week's forecast. Marine, we got 2 to 5 foot seas. Small craft advisory will expire tonight at 8 p.m. Here's our 7-day forecast. So as we get into the day tomorrow, if you're in areas inland, you'll see a mixture of sun and clouds. However, closer to the coast, you'll likely have those snow flurries in the morning and a lot more cloud cover hanging out in the afternoon. For Tuesday, we have a much colder system move through. Most of us will be seeing some snow showers, and then in the afternoon, the coast will see some rain begin to mix in with that. A brief break from the precipitation Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday likely a little bit breezy. And then Sam, we have more storms coming in for Friday and next weekend. We'll have to watch that one closely though, because the Friday forecast is a little hairy right now.
All right, well, we'll stick with you throughout the week. Thank you, Dana.